Yeah.
Good morning, Captain. Sanjay here.
Sanjay, didn't see your name. So how are you doing, Sanjay? How are things at home? You're still shuttling between...
All good. It's gotten much better. Thank you, Captain.
Okay, nice to hear that.
It offers an option that for individual previously, for example,
Abhijit, maybe you have to mute. Abhijit, you seem to be getting unmuted.
Sir, it is showing as
It's
muted.
Unmuted. So please mute. And keep it like that, please. Professor Sriram, how are you doing? You were a little ill yesterday.
Oh, I'm fine, sir. It was slightly minor, but still I thought I should not take any chances with this pandemic. It has taught us. So
Dr. Dinesh Kumar from IIM gave a stellar talk yesterday.
Oh, I missed it, sir. I heard it was excellent.
It was very nice. Dr. Salanki, I think we're good to go.
Okay, sir. Good morning. Today is a new beginning. Take the advantage of this fresh start. It gives me an immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you for the orientation program for the Executive MBA June 2023 batch on behalf of School of Commerce and Management Studies, Dayanand Sagar University. I wish everyone the best of luck for their future endeavors and hope that you grab all the possible opportunities and shine brighter. We at Dayanand Sagar University, School of Commerce and Management Studies, promise to provide you all the best platforms to outshine and transform yourself towards your bright future. Before proceeding further, let me introduce you to our Dean, Captain Nagaraj Subbarao. Captain Nagaraj is the Dean, School of Commerce and Management Studies, and a Professor of Leadership and Strategy, Dayanand Sagar University. He is also the Dean of Strategy and Development at Dayanand Sagar University. Sir is a master mariner and specialized in navigation and ocean engineering, an MBA in human resource management and advanced specialization in strategic leadership from University of Illinois, USA. Prior to his decade and a half in academia, he has spent over 20 years in the Merchant Navy and commanded the state-of-art ships. He has the unique distinction of leading multinational crews through adverse circumstances all over the world. As an academician, he is passionate about teaching, mentoring, and building robust management programs in the higher education space. He believes that the students that he puts out as human resources should be of highest quality. Under his stewardship, the MBA and Executive MBA programs at Dayanand Sagar University, Bengaluru, has grown to be extremely popular and sought after and is represented by almost every MNC from around the world. He lectures widely as a subject matter expert on leadership, culture, and strategy, and his opinion pieces have a major following on the social media. He consults in the area of talent management and has served as Director of Human Resources in IT industry and at major university. Sir is also a keen sportsman and has played both cricket and table tennis at the national junior level. Now, I'd like to invite our Dean Captain, Nagaraj Subbarao, to address the gathering.
Thank you so much, Dr. Salanke, for that introduction. Good morning to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. KNB Murthy. It's always a pleasure to share space with him. My faculty colleagues, staff, students, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 15th orientation program of the Executive MBA program, and many congratulations to those students who have enrolled to this higher education program. Dayanand Sagar University is proud to have students of quality in programs that are excellent. And this is one such program. SEMS is a large school offering postgraduate and undergraduate programs in management. And as recently as probably yesterday, the American billionaire and hedge fund expert Ray Dalio had quite a few things to say about India. So Ray Dalio, after meeting Prime Minister Modi, says the following, that this is India's moment and India's time has arrived. And why does he say that? And there are several reasons. And something that we have always known. So fundamentally, he says that this is India's moment in the sun because there are no external threats, no internal strife, a large workforce, and most importantly, ability to access quality higher education that is the most economical in the world. You won't get an MBA program that is less prized than in India anywhere in the world. Or for that matter, an engineering program of quality and so on and so forth. And in several other areas, including the medical field and so on. However, with this, there is a word of caution. And he says, these advantages need to be wrapped in a culture of integrity, honesty, and ethics. Else we would have lost the plot. And that's, I think, something very important for all of you as you embark on a journey of higher education in a university of great repute in a brilliant program. Please understand that even while you learn, it is very important to hold on to those values of honesty, integrity, and ethical behavior, both in your program as well as your organizations I think is fundamental and very important. The mission of the Executive MBA program or executive education is to craft superior managers for industry. We are a veritable pipeline of talent. More than 1,500 students over the last 5 years have enrolled for this program, and many of them, as they come back to the university to tell us of their stories of success, say that either they have changed careers, they have become entrepreneurs, they have gained promotions, or even taken over as, in some cases, as CEOs of their organizations. So this is a life-changing experience. This is going to be a life-changing experience for all of you. The structure of the MBA program has pretty much not changed over the last 50 years, or maybe a little bit more than that as well. Why do I say that? So if you look at any classical MBA program, right from the best in the world, like the Chicago Booths or the Harvards and so on and so forth, what do they have? They have a plethora of core and foundation courses wrapped in some courses that deal with public policy, like economics, law, and so on and so forth. You have some quantitative courses like business research methods and statistics thrown in. And finally, you lead to a specialization, a functional specialization, and then it gets sort of, it's capped by a capstone project where you deal with a problem which is live and offer a solution. That's the general structure of an MBA program. What makes us different? Why do we have this unique success in the city of Bengaluru? And why do we attract so many of you to come and study here? First and foremost is our faculty. And you see several of them here. This quality of faculty you will rarely find, or this intellectual capital you will really rarely find in other programs or B schools. And these are outstanding people. They have had experience both in academia as well as industry. Some of them are scholarly professors. Many of them are professors of practice with having held leadership positions. So learn from them. They come from the finest educational institutions from across the world. Our curriculum is well crafted. We revise it frequently. We bring in what is happening in the industry at the moment, and we sort of we bring that to you. So please be alert, stay focused, and drive your professor to bring in the best practices that are happening in industry into your curriculum. Our pedagogy is pretty unique because we have some of the finest case studies in the world that you could read. For example, when I teach my course, you will read a case study of Sir Ernst Shackleton, almost a century ago, setting off to the South Pole on his ship, the Endeavour. And it's a classic case in risk management, leadership, safety, and many other aspects of management, teamwork, team building, and so on and so forth. And then you will read another case from Google, one of the greatest companies on the surface of the earth, where they're questioning themselves as to whether managers are required or not. And they carried out an intense immersive study across a couple of years, talking to almost every employee, and then coming up with a conclusion that they came up. So you'll have diverse case studies brought to you from the finest B schools in the world, as well as cases written by our own professors in the classroom. And this will teach you many things, and I'll come to that in a moment. I've asked several students, and they really like our examination and evaluation system. They like to come to the campus, and this gives us enormous credibility with industry, who want to know how is the examination system, how is the examination and evaluation of this program conducted. And they hear that it's an exam conducted at the campus where students have to come and write a physical exam. Many of them are assured that this is a program of credibility, and this is a rigorous program, and this is a program that is conducted well. And so it improves your standing and improves the standing of your qualification. What should you be when you finish this program? What are the takeaways? So how do you think you should change when you exit from the Dayanand Sagar University after about 17 months? We believe that you should be a better entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs need not be people who just set up new companies or startups. You could be an entrepreneur or an intrapreneur within your own organization. You can give new ideas. You can be creative, innovative. You can set up new divisions. You can create new revenue streams. Entrepreneurship is critical today. That is how you add value to organizations. You must be better entrepreneurs. And we have got, it's a firm focus in this program. You need to be better problem solvers. You need to, first of all, identify the problem, frame the problem, and offer a tangible solution that is constructive. So we talked about entrepreneurs and problem solvers. You need to be better leaders. You need to be empathetic. You need to understand your team, the people you lead or the people you follow. You need to collaborate, which is very important in today's world. You need to get jobs done. And eventually, you need to be creative. If you're not creative, you're not ideating and you're not coming up with new solutions. We're very clear in this university as we go forward that we do not want accreditation seekers. We do not want people who just come in here and say, I want a piece of paper, which is a degree. That is passé. Today, we want explorers. We want risk takers. We want people who say, I'm confident enough after this program to go and change the world, to impact society, to impact industry. And that's an explorer. And we want you to be that explorer. So stay invested in the program, stay focused, and give it your best shot. And eventually, you will work in groups. Through the length of the program, you will collaborate and work in groups. So network well, please. Get along with your class fellows. My gentle advice is leave your ego at home. It's very important. Yeah. And eventually, we need to get the job done for a larger good. And that is very important. And I started off by saying that this is India's moment in the sun. I will end by saying that it is India's moment in the sun because of people like you who get great qualifications and knowledge from wonderful universities like Dayanand Sagar University, and who are going to go out there, make us proud, change the world, impact industry positively, and keep the flag of this university flying high. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. A leader who empowers us and who is around us to be heard. We have with us our Vice Chancellor of Dayanand Sagar University, Professor K.N. Balasubramaniam Murthy. He holds a bachelor's degree in electrical power engineering from Malnad College of Engineering, then affiliated to University of Mysore, master's degree in electrical engineering from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and a PhD in computer science and engineering from IIT Madras. He has worked as a research specialist in parallel computing at New Mexico State University, USA, during August 98 and January 99. Formerly, Dr. K.N.B. Murthy was the Vice Chancellor of PES University and Director, Principal of PES Institute of Technology, Bengaluru. He worked at East West Institute of Technology, Bengaluru as its Founder Director, Principal, and a faculty at Malnad College of Engineering. Briefly, he worked in Analytics Systems Private Limited as a member technical, grade 1, and from Liesel Technology Partners as a software architect. He is currently a member of Karnataka State Higher Education Council, the chairman of Board of IT Education Standards, Government of Karnataka, chairman of Ranganatha Center for Information Studies, academic senate member of IIT Dharwad and IIT Bengaluru, Academy Advisory Board of KS Group of Institutions, Don Bosco Group of Institutions, as well as Governing Council member of Cambridge Group of Institutions. He has also served as a member of academic committees at VTU Belgaum and academic council member of Beltec University, Chennai. He has been recognized and approved as a NAC assessor and headed peer team visits as well. He is the recipient of CM Nagaraj Memorial Award 2018 for his immense contributions towards the higher education sector. And he has overall experience of more than 35 years in teaching, training, research, administration, and industry. I request Sir to deliver the keynote address.
Thank you, madam. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
There's some problem with my video. That's fine. Respected Dean of School of Commerce and Management Studies, my faculty colleagues, students, and others who are in this meeting. Good morning, and I'm here to extend a warm welcome to all of you to Dayanand Sagar University. This is a remarkable moment as we gather to recognize your journey that has led you to DSU, which is a preferred destination to pursue your Executive MBA degree. First, I would like to congratulate all of you for embarking on this journey. It's also an important day for you to pay gratitude and thanks to all those who contributed for your journey till today. First and foremost, your parents, who has provided you unconditional support and also the encouragement. Your relatives, including your spouses, if there are any, then your friends who have been with you at all points of time, and your teachers who helped you to achieve whatever you achieved. It's a great day for Dayanand Sagar University because we are rolling out 15th edition of Executive MBA Program. As Professor Subbarao was mentioning, that about 1,500 students are already graduated or part of this Executive MBA Program. I'm extremely happy that Executive MBA Program is a special program in comparison with others, mainly because the students have come from professional backgrounds, work experience. Thereby, the concepts are being related to their day-to-day working, and they understand things much better than anybody else. They'll be able to connect it better. With this, I would like to welcome all of you once again to the proceedings of this event. You're going to be an ambassador with power to redefine and transform the world of business in the future. And you will get the kind of training required in this program at DSU. Dayanand Sagar University is a university with a difference. This university has prepared itself differently by identifying the problems or issues or the demerits of the existing education system, and also brought in whatever changes required. If you look at the problems with the existing education system, one main problem is the education is focused more on evaluation and relative ranking of students, which means it's all exam focused, because of which there's more competition rather than collaboration. That's one of the major drawbacks or issues with the existing education system. The second problem with the existing system is learning is neglected for sake of grades, and there is no space for learning with passion. If at all there's some passion you have in a course, you cannot opt for that course and study what you want or what you are passionate about. That provision or the flexibility is not there. Third, most of the universities, almost all the universities, our education is modeled around markets rather than concepts. They're all market driven rather than concept driven. Why I'm trying to say this is concepts can address the problems of the markets, but not vice versa. Therefore, it's extremely important to focus more on concepts, and other things are automatically being taken care of, which is being neglected in the education system of today. Next problem with the existing education system is geared up for linear thinking rather than the system level thinking, rather than creative thinking, as Professor Subbarao rightly pointed out. Linear thinking will give you one dimension of understanding. System level thinking will give you a broader vision, a broader idea of why you are learning and what you are learning. The last thing we feel is a major one, disadvantage of the existing system, is that the education or the teaching learning or the curriculum does not challenge the students. We need to challenge the students at all points of time. We need to push them to solve tougher problems, model the problems in a way it can be solved, which is nothing but the modeling aspect of it. Given a problem, how do you model it? How do you represent it to solve is critical. It's a very tough area. We are not preparing students for that. Dayanand Sagar University is aware of all this, is trying to address these issues and trying to bring in the changes. And you will see plenty of it in the days to come. This is being addressed in the reforms proposed by NEP 2020. NEP 2020 has indicated some of the reforms. If they're implemented in the true spirit, the issues or the problem that I mentioned are more or less being addressed. Dayanand Sagar University is NEP 2020 compliant. Therefore, in Dayanand Sagar University will try to do some of these things. What this universe is envisioned to be a teaching cum research university. As you're aware, teaching and research are inseparable. Teaching becomes better by doing research. Research gives you lots of inputs, lot of view graphs. That view graphs give you a lot more visibility of a concept. Therefore, Dayanand Sagar University is trying to model itself as a teaching cum research university. It also means that the teachers are encouraged to do teaching, research at all points of time, so that one is going to complement the other. Also, Dayanand Sagar University is modeled as a multidisciplinary university. Means the concepts of one domain are being applied to solve the problems in the other domain. Is very, very important, because concepts of one domain when you try to extend it to the concept of other domain, it gives you a newer dimensions of understanding. It also gives you newer ways of solving a problem. Dynamic University encourages people to do work in multidisciplinary areas. And the other thing is, we are also trying to model this as a university with a difference. What do you mean by university with a difference? University which will ensure there is stimulating learning environment, wide range of learning experiences. We will not adhere to a single teaching pedagogy. Probably we will have multiple. Possibly some of the things are being learned through interactions. And also you need to understand the Executive MBA program is a graduate level degree program. This program is different from regular MBA program in the sense the work experience of the participants, work experience of the students are going to become part of the curriculum. The curriculum is being redesigned, redefined every time. They're going to become a part of a case study. It's also equally important for you to understand that this is going to be tailor-made for the requirements of a working professional. When I say tailor-made, you also need to understand the history of the management education. History is very, very important because Judy Apparel, the Alan Turing Award winner of 2011, says each and everything must be learned historically. Whenever you're trying to learn something historically, that will be with you forever because you know how exactly it has evolved. Therefore, you need to know about the history of management education, history of the executive education that you are embarking on. The management education was started or was initiated in 1911 by Frederick Taylor, an American mechanical engineer. He wrote a book on principles of scientific management. He applied this particular principles in management of workers to improve the productivity. Therefore, that is the origin of management education. For a long time, not much progress has been made in management education. The real push for the management education started in the 80s and 90s when the dot-com boom was there. Then Professor C.K. Prahlad and Michael Porter of Harvard University and Michigan University came up with the concept or the idea of continual learning and academic research. They stressed more on core competencies and strategy. That's when the management education got larger importance, larger significance. After that, only the concept of training the employees, concept of upskilling and reskilling all came into play. Today, you see this has become a part of everything that's going to be done. I assure you that Dayanand Sagar University will prepare the students for global markets, particularly management education, and ensure that the performance metrics, whatever that's going to be measured, the learning has to be measured to understand where the gaps are. The examination other things are conducted only with that intent rather than any other thing. For an executive MBA program, the degree is not important. The learning is very important. The experience is very important. And you will see at the end of this program that the performance metrics are really reflective of your abilities and are also credible. Credible in the sense people are going to accept that if you have done an executive MBA from this university, it's credible. Then you also need to understand you're going to make a paradigm shift from what you have been doing to a new arena called technology, the technology management. I'm sure the technology management is a concept of strategy that is identifying the role of the technology in an organization, where technology is going to play a role. That's one strategy that you have to work on. Second, you need to work on forecasting. Forecasting means what are the relevant technologies for the next few years? How do we prepare your organization for that technology domains? And you also need to understand there must be constant checks that have to happen. That is, which we normally call it as a reinvention. The reinvention or self-check has to happen at 4 different levels. One level is at the individual level. You need to identify, check yourself. What are the skills that you have? Are those skills relevant? If the skills are not relevant, you need to upgrade and upskill yourself. Second, education institutions have to do the self-check, whether the education offered in the institution is of relevance, is of some use to the students. Third, the organizations, the industries, the research organizations, everybody has to do some kind of forecasting, checking whether the organization is geared up for the current needs. The last one, government. Government has to come up with policies of adopting newer technologies and trying to restrict the use of technologies so that the technology is not go beyond a particular thing. Probably you know that the recent sensation is the ChatGPT. The ChatGPT has also been studied from multiple viewpoints. And when this ChatGPT was announced in November 2022, there are 2 distinct studies that are being carried out on ChatGPT, which we normally call as large language models. Large language models, there are 2 distinct studies. One set of studies which are kind of one direction, where they're trying to look at what all can be done with this ChatGPT, where I can use ChatGPT in the day-to-day work. That's one group which is working, or one line of thinking. What all I can do with this? They have a new technology. How do I use it? The second group is working on what are its limitations. Can I demonstrate that this particular thing will not work for these conditions? There's another group which is working. Both are equally important. One to explore for newer applications, other to find out what are its limitations. I'm sure the the study that you're going to carry out in Dayanand Sagar University Executive MBA Program, you need to acquire those kinds of the viewpoints or the groups of study. The last thing in the technology management is, first one is strategy, second is forecasting, the third one is the roadmap. You need to map the technologies to your business and market needs. How do you make your product competitive under the conditions? How you can reduce the cost of the same product, a better quality product at a lower cost. How exactly you can do that? I'm sure the program would teach you a lot about this, and lots of case studies will be explained to you by the experts. And one or 2 points you need to strongly keep in mind. That is, you have to get the few skills which are very, very important, critical, irrespective of the work that you're going to do. One skill that you need to get is the problem solving skill. Second, sense making. Sense making meaning anything that's given to you, you must be in a position to find a deeper meaning of that. Understand it in the correct perspective. Then algorithmic and design thinking become very important. Design thinking need not be for one domain of study. It's required for all domains of study. Cross-cultural competency, where you must be in a position to work in any cultural setting. You need to acquire those skills. Then social intelligence, connecting with people. How do you connect with the people is very important. That's another skill which is required of the future. Negotiation and influencing. How do you become an influencer is going to be critical. Then transdisciplinarity, which is nothing but multidisciplinary. Virtual collaboration, where you need to use the virtual platforms to collaborate with people. You need to take out competition, and the collaboration is the thing that you need. I'm sure this program will help you to become an individual who believes of the mutual trust, because management is all about taking the people with you, getting the best out of everybody. That is possible if you have that mutual trust. Second, assertiveness. You need to be assertive with regard to what you're doing. The third one, communicating honestly. You need to communicate with the people. Very, very important for you to have a honest communication with the people. And I conclude by wishing each one of you a best of luck and a great experience. And we shall all make a difference to the world that we live in with greater dedication and commitment. I thank the organizers for inviting me to be a part of this inaugural event, and assure you that the school would try its best to provide high quality education, meeting your requirements in the next 15 to 18 months. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so
for
much, sir.
those, thank you for those wise and impactful words. And it's always nice to listen to you and hear your words of wisdom. Thank you, sir. Dr. Salanki, all yours.
Thank you, sir. School of Commerce and Management Studies has incredibly talented faculty for the greatest resource to the university. Many faculty are leaders in their fields and are applying their expertise, doing research and real-world practice to address both the the most pressing challenges of the day, and enduring human questions. Now, I'd like to request all the faculty members to please introduce themselves and share a few words with all the students. I request Professor Sulay Bhaskaran sir to introduce himself to the gathering.
Good morning. Good morning, Dean sir. Good morning to all the participants. I must congratulate each and every one of you who got admission into this Executive MBA program. This is one of the world-class program organized by us. And as far as the HRM subject is concerned, you must have studied a lot about transactional HRM in your industry. In our institute, we will be teaching more on an experiential basis to a lot of transformational HRM, strategic HRM, international HRM, and also the latest labor law code and industrial relation related concepts. And all this concept would also be integrated with the best global practices in this world. So we really look forward to see you. As far as my background is concerned, my name is Dr. Sulay Bhaskaran. I am from IIT Delhi. I did my PhD from IIT Delhi. I am also a lawyer and have 25 years of corporate experience at various leadership levels in mostly manufacturing industries pan-India. So all the best. Look forward to see you soon on the first. First itself, we'll be taking along with Captain Nagaraj sir, Human Resources Management. And all the best to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
now
you.
Now I'd like to request Professor Ramesh Nagasundaram to introduce himself.
Yeah, hi, good morning to all of you. And yeah, you made an excellent decision to take up this course. I would be your professor for the first term teaching you marketing management. We will interact in greater depth in the weeks to come. I wish you all, there's just one note that I would like to leave back, is that try making it to the classroom. There's a large difference. If you're in the city, you should be present in the class. It makes a lot of difference between online and in-class presence. So I encourage you to come to the campus in the classes. See you all next Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Krishnan, A.G. Krishnan to introduce himself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Dayanand Sagar University, this business EMBA course. You find it very useful. You realize it after 16 months. I am A.G. Krishnan. I am the faculty for finance, and I will be teaching corporate finance in trimester 2. My background, I am a chartered accountant, cost accountant, company secretary. And the first 20 years of my career, I worked in companies like MTR Foods. And the second 20 years, I'm in practice, including audit of HAL. So I'll be sharing my experience, which you will find enjoyable. I enjoy my teaching. All the best to you.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Anurag Jalan to introduce himself.
The second trimester, and introduction to entrepreneurship in the fourth trimester. I have 25 years in industry and I have background in engineering, finance, and management. I look forward to seeing you in the next trimester.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Jitendranath Patri to introduce himself.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the program. I think Captain said a beautiful context to the entire program, so I'll not spend too much time doing that. But my name is Jitendranath Patri, and I am a graduate of, I finished my Executive MBA from IIM Bangalore. And after having worked in the corporate, the last few years, I've been involved in the area of entrepreneurship and startups. I work with a few founders. And I bring this learning into the course that I teach, which is at trimester 2, Corporate Entrepreneurship Innovation, where I think the focus of the course really is to create that spirit of entrepreneurship, understand entrepreneurs as leaders, how creativity and ideation really matter, and how as you work on your group assignments, the concept of collaboration and teamwork really come into play, right? And being an entrepreneur, obviously, whether you're an entrepreneur or an entrepreneur, I think the focus really is how do you solve problems. Yeah. Some of the topics we'll understand is what kind of mindsets do entrepreneurs have. Yeah. Why is it important to be recognize problems and how do you try and solve them? ideation, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So that's in a nutshell, or in a very brief summary, what I'm going to talk about in trimester 2. I look forward to seeing all of you all. And like Professor Ramesh said, preferably in the classroom, because the discussions become far more insightful. Yeah. Welcome once again, and all the very best.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Rajat Rashmi to introduce us.
Good morning, all of you. And I want to congratulate you for having chosen DSU to do your EMBA program. You heard your Dean, Professor Nagaraj, say that about how somebody said that it is India's moment, right? So, but he says that you have to follow ethics. So in the second trimester, I'll be teaching you business ethics and law. And one of the things I have realized from my own industry experience and my own teaching experience is that ethics is the most important thing that you're going to learn, or you are going to apply in your lifetime to be successful in whatever you do. And I would suggest that from day one, please apply ethics. Do not use ChatGPT to do your assignments. It's very, very important. It's critical. I also heard our Honorable VC speak about the problems in education and how DSU is solving it. I have to tell you that I work with some of the world's best trainers and teachers. And I must tell you that when I see what's happening in DSU, it's exactly what is needed to create world-class students. So you have the best. Please be in the classroom. Please attend all your classrooms and make good use of what you have available. This is one of the best set of faculties that you are going to witness. And this is going to be life-changing. So come out, have this objective to 10x your ability by the end of this course. Good luck to all of you and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I'd like to call Professor Purnima Gupta to introduce herself.
Hi, good morning to all of you. It's a pleasure to teach for Executive MBA, and I'll be teaching you research methodology in trimester 3. I hope you all will have a good learning and will gain a lot from research methodology, and it helps you throughout, I guess, throughout your career. If you learn how to do research, how to analyze the data, it will be really useful as Professor Zoom and attend the classes. It will be a good learning. So as I said, I am Dr. Purnima Gupta again, and I have done PhD in behavioral finance along with MBA in marketing and finance and BSc in statistics honors. It's a pleasure to be with you all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I'd like to call Professor Anand Pokri to introduce himself.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Executive MBA program. I've been teaching in the program for the last 4 years. I will interact with you in the 4th semester, and while I'm a IT professional and a management consultant, having interest in finance, HR, product management, and economics, but I will be interacting you, in the 4th semester in the area of performance management and anything else if opportunity arises. So I look forward to talking to you in another few months. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call upon Commander Himanshu Joshi to introduce himself.
Thank you, Pavitra ma'am. Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Captain, and the rest of the faculty members and students. Proud to have you over here. You have taken a great decision. I am a Indian Navy veteran, a specialist in naval logistics, HR and PM, a helicopter pilot, counselor, and a psychotherapist, in addition to being a human. I will be with you in the 4th trimester, where we'll be talking about learning and development. This is a part of the HR specialization. So those of you who choose HR as a specialization, we will be working together. We learn about what learning organizations and organization learning is all about, why there is so much of focus these days, mostly after the COVID. There's a lot of interest which is being shown upon learning and development. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be learning about how management development can be affected and bettered upon using error management and other techniques. My advice to you all is that if you attend sessions, interact and ask pointed questions, it will help in stimulating curious exploration on both the sides. So look forward to seeing you in the 4th trimester. All the best to you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Karunakara Udupu to introduce himself.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Professor Karunakara Udupu. I'm basically an engineering graduate with management education from IFT Delhi. I have over 4 decades of experience. Now coming to students, I would like to congratulate you all for taking a decision to take up the MBA program, which will be, as Dean sir said, is going to be make a change in your life and thinking. As the Vice Chancellor said, learning with passion is most important. If you lack passion, the learning is also retarded or will not take place very well. So have passion in your learning, and you have chosen the best program for you with your experience in probably the best institution. I will be taking up a course on consumer behavior and marketing research in trimester 4 as part of the elective, which is marketing management. So if you see me, you will see me if you take up marketing management. I hope many of you will select marketing management. I go with the idea that when I'm teaching, I'm learning, and having taught several batches of MBAs, not only in DSU, in other institutions also, that I've learned a lot from all of you. And also I expect you to learn with passion. All the best and congratulations again. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Archie D'Souza to introduce himself.
Yeah, a very warm welcome to all of you and congratulations on choosing a wonderful course. My name is Archie D'Souza and I've been associated with the Executive MBA program since its inception. My subjects are project and supply chain management. So those of you who specialize in project management, you'll be seeing me in the 4th trimester, I'm sorry. I come with close to 4 decades of corporate experience, which started way back in 1978. My teaching career started in 1989. And for almost 3.5 decades has been running parallelly with my corporate career. Now, besides teaching in institutions across the country, I also am a supply chain consultant. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor M.G. Raghuraman to introduce herself.
MG, you're on mute, MG.
Thank you, Captain. Good morning, everybody. I come with a corporate as well as civil services experience, 22 years in the Indian Railways, followed by about 17 years in the IT industry, especially the last 10 years of my IT world was as a CXO, either as a CIO or as the president of a business stream. I worked in Emphasis, a $1 billion company, for nearly 17 odd years. and have been working with international clients all my IT life, especially North America and Australia and APAC. Okay, I will be happy to teach you project management, planning and control, and lean management as part of operations management. I look forward to seeing you all very soon. I certainly expect all of you to be always on the video with a big smile and a large heart and an open mind, and an ability to cross-question your professor whenever he says something which you do not like. Okay? That's the only expectation from you. Looking forward to seeing you all very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Hari Ambadapudi to introduce himself.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected faculty and dear students, welcome today. I'm Professor Hari. I teach project management and product management courses for you all, primarily in the 4th semester. And a brief background about me. I'm an alumni of IIT Kanpur with close to 2 decades of professional experience, and that too in the area of supply chain management, project management, and product management. I worked with Tata, GE, and IBM in my previous roles. I'm currently working as a senior director, value advisory group in Coupa. I focus mainly on selling value solutions across spend and supply chain domains. Very frankly, extremely honored to be associated with DSU, and looking forward to speaking to you all in trimester 4. A couple of points from my side. I strongly urge all of you to take the program very, very seriously, more specifically in meeting the timelines, because you're spending money and getting the return on investment is totally upon you. And please try to target the maximum ROI from the program. And one more thing, always try to look at the bigger picture, which really helps. When I mean to say bigger picture, whatever you do, try to link it with the financial statements. What's the kind of impact it is going to have on the business and also for me personally. So these are the 2 things I just want to leave you all with, and good luck. Looking forward to teaching you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I'd like to call upon Professor Satish Talikota to introduce himself.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, students. This is Satish Talikota, and I'm your TQM professor. Couple of things. Firstly, the way you look at organization, there are many ways of looking at the organization, right? So one of which is like, before the financial year starts and after the financial year, right? So after the financial year, we understand that your financial statements and all that stuff, isn't it? So before financial year starts, you have to set up the quality strategy and so on and so forth. Strategy part, basically, quality plays a bigger role in that. So we'll discuss about total quality management topics, the evolution part, all until, quality 4.0, 5.0, and things like that. I also would like to encourage you to take up your capstone project in your organization, preferably adding value to your organization and, getting into the visibility and taking up bigger roles. That's one suggestion. And about me, I'm an IIM Calcutta and NLSIU alumni. I'm also a research scholar, submitted my research in innovative work behavior. So we'll talk about that also. And that's all. And I wish you all the best and see you soon. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Dr. Sai Ganesh to introduce himself.
Good morning, one and all. I first of all congratulate and welcome you all for this Executive MBA program. I have 23 years of teaching experience and 17 years of research experience. I teach marketing courses as well as strategy. My specialization is consumer behavior and audience behavior. I hope I will meet you in when you take your specializations in 4th term. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Shankar Pichin to introduce himself.
Hello, good morning and welcome. Congratulations to the new group of students. I handle business analytics in 4th semester. Prior to that, I've handled project management as well as operation management. My background is that I have background in engineering and management. I have been up to CEO and director and board. I've been an entrepreneur, and my experience brought me in touch with IT in manufacturing, actual implementation, BFSI, and several other industries, including supply chain. So I have that rich experience. I bring in my experience to the classroom, mixing with the academics. My experience as a faculty has been in BHL, where I worked for 8 years. I've been a corporate faculty, HCL, where I worked for 14 years. I have been a faculty training new people, customers, and any new development that happened in HCL by way of product. Okay, this has been my background, and for the last 11 years, I have been involved in academics as a professor. That is about me. I like all of you to make best use of it. The end result of taking this course is you should go back rich and totally transformed to be able to bring in positive changes to your area of work. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Nikhil Gupta to introduce himself.
Good morning. My name is Nikhil Gupta. My background is I did my bachelor's from IIT Varanasi and my MBA from MIT. I'll be teaching business analytics, entrepreneurship for the students. I have three inputs. One, as many professors have said, that please do attend your classes. They are important. Secondly, capstone project. I have seen a lot of students struggle in completing their capstone projects. So get a head start, don't delay it, don't keep it to the last. That's my second suggestion. And thirdly, ChatGPT. Obviously, a lot of people, students are using ChatGPT for the assignments and so on. I think we should use it, students should be using it more judiciously as a learning tool and not just as a tick mark or as a tool to just complete the assignments. So that's from my end. It will be a pleasure to share my knowledge and experience with the team. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Sriramu to introduce himself.
Thank you, madam, and good morning, everybody, and welcome to the new batch of students. I'm Sriram. I'm an alumnus of IIT Bombay. I did my MTech in computer science there decades back. And my personal interests are machine learning and related fields. I take up the course related in the fourth trimester. I take up the course in the IT and digital technology management, IT strategy part of it. So welcome all of you. Only one small thing I wanted to share with you was when we take up capstone projects in the final trimester, okay, I've found that many students are having difficulty in framing the question and coming up with topics of interest and translating them into research projects. So please pay particular attention to the research methodology class and the course. I think you're going to see it in the third trimester. So please particular attention to that course. Thank you all. Welcome once again.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Sandeep Raman Sharma to introduce himself.
Good morning, Dean, and good morning, faculty members, and good morning, students. Congratulations to all of you for joining this prestigious course at DSU. And as the famous quote goes, companies do not compete, supply chains compete. So this is the time of resilient and efficient supply chains. And for the last 3 years, whatever during this pandemic period, you would have seen. So this is the real era of making efficient and resilient supply chains in India. And I hope all of you would contribute. And by now, you would have come to know that my experience is in operations and supply chain management. I have more than 3 decades of experience in leading Indian corporates and multinationals in Bengaluru. So I welcome you all once again and looking forward to have very fruitful interactions and two-way learning process happening over this course of time. welcome you all to this prestigious program once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Astha to introduce herself.
Hi, good morning all. Congratulations to all the students who have joined this program. So coming to my background, my name is Astha Kumbat, and I have 15 years of experience in retail sector and working with supply chain management functions. I've done my PhD in supply chain management, and I'll be taking sales and operational planning, which we all know is the main actually core of all the businesses. So I would actually look forward to have interactive classes so that we can all have collaborative solutions. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I'd like to call Dr. Vasudevan to introduce us. Dr. Vasudevan. Now I'd like to call RG Srinivas to introduce himself. I'd like to call Professor Vinay Rao to introduce himself.
1 minute, Dr. Vasudevan is unmuted. I don't know whether he can hear us or not. Dr. Vasudevan? Dr. Vasudevan, can you sort of speak, please? We can't hear you. Okay, Vinay.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you, yes.
Yeah, I am new to the program. I have 30 years of industry experience, and I have few years of teaching experience in Symbiosis Management School. And I'm new to this place, so I don't know much about anything of the things that I had to talk to you today. So I will wish you all the best and welcome you all to the program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Vinay Rao to introduce himself.
Yeah, very good morning. I hope I'm audible to all.
Yes.
Yeah, great. So at the onset, congratulations for being part of a prestigious program like this. And, my due congratulations to everyone here. So, thank you for giving me this opportunity to connect with you. My name is Vinay, and I come in the background of both corporate and academics, and I've been a serial entrepreneur in my time with, multiple ventures across the FMCG space, another venture in the training and civil services space where I have trained, mentored about 400 students plus for the civil services who have gotten into departments like the IIS, the IPS, and the KPS. And my current venture is in the field of e-commerce. So one thing is, as all professors rightly said, please make the best use of us. I live by one thing. The more you introspect, the more you eat the professor's head, the more you give us trouble, makes us more alert and keeps us more on our toes and gives you the right inputs. So, thank you so much for your time here, waiting to meet you and, give you some of my insights and learn from you as well. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Professor Sanjay to introduce himself.
Is it Sanjay or Sanjay Kotishwar?
Next, I'd like to call Professor Arvind Venkatatri to introduce himself.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to DSU students. You are embarked not merely on a very credible program, but I believe it's an incredible program. And you will find out in a few days from now as you start attending classes. Very quickly about myself, I graduated in electronics from IIT Roorkee. My career trajectory has been ISRO, CDOT, Wipro, Texas Instruments, and then I dived into the philanthropy sector and I was an entrepreneur in the NSR cell in Bangalore. I have been in academia over the last 10 years. My domain expertise is in electronics, VLSI, algorithms, telecom. and more recently in data visualization, data analytics, machine learning in R, and also in creative thinking and problem solving. I will be teaching you data analytics starting from Saturday. I look forward to meeting you in class and having an exciting time with you all. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call Sanjay Koteshwaran, sir, to introduce himself.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Thank you, first of all, for joining this orientation program. I'm Sanjay. I teach product management. I spent 23 years with SAP as a global product head for SAP's ERP product. And now I'm a partner with EY in technology consulting. Best wishes to you. Have fun, have success.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your valuable words and introduction. It gives me an immense pleasure to continue everlasting ties with our alumni. To share the stories and their journey, we have with us Anusha Prabhu and Shiva H.A. Now, I'd like to call Anusha Prabhu to share a few words. I'd like to call Shiva H.A. to share a few words with all of us.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Dean, VC, professors, and Team DSU for this memorable opportunity. Executive MBA June 2023 batch. I extend my warm welcome to each one of you and many congratulations as you have taken the right decision to add value to your life by joining reputed Dayanand Sagar University, which is one of the emerging B school in India. If you ask me, this is one of the best platform to all the working professionals, and I would describe this program as one of the affordable, life-changing, and rewarding journey of learning. Having said that, do you think that this program is all about degree, grades, marks, exams? Definitely no. As this program curated in such a way that along with the curriculum, you are going to experience and feel a lot more. It helps to build managerial skills and develop leadership qualities. You may ask how. You have already started experience in this orientation program itself. How this event is structured, the way our dean is communicating things, how our Dr. Salanke is running the show, how dean is going to pitch in whenever, wherever required. Grasping of all these small things are very crucial. It helps to enhance our competency. I can recall the first organization theory assignment on leadership skill. And thanks to Dean and Professor Sanjay, the subject is ultimate. Today, I am in front of you as a senior manager of finance. I could sense the difference in me, and tomorrow it will be you. Lot of learning, relearning, unlearn. Having CA background, yes, some of the subjects are relearning for me. After many years, it really feels good. And of course, you need to experience with Professor CA Rajat Rashmi, especially breakout sessions, and Professor CA A.G. Krishnan, industry expert with loads of experience. Of course, there are many more, list goes on. Today, I am successfully managing 10 members team across the globe. It's because of Professor Solai Bhaskaran, HRM. And also today I came to know that Professor MG Raghuraman sir, he was in the leadership team when I joined as a fresher in Emphasis. Today, I'm very happy to share the stage along with MG Raghuraman sir. Thank you, DSU. And also, At the end, all these learning experiences going to bring changes in us. These differences helps to get motivated. It will lead to boost our confidence. Once you are confident, you will have the attitude of get going. Another important aspect is that flexibility in this program. For example, I supposed to submit my capstone project, but I couldn't do that on time as I was occupied with setting up my own venture. But I could able to clear it through makeup exam. One request from my side is that be familiar with the program milestone and their timelines so that you can avoid much of noise or chaos through WhatsApp group. Professor V.V. Rajan, Aravind sir, Malati ma'am, and entire support staff of DSU are cooperative. They will ensure that everything is communicated on time. And my experience is that you no need to get into any kind of unnecessary anxiety. Finally, to experience the learning, you all just need to add some flavors. Be disciplined, be focused, be organized, and rest all fall in place in your way by default for sure. To conclude, to conclude, as I mentioned in the beginning, this program is all about journey. You have onboarded to DSU, board the flight of LMS, get into the runway, be steady, be calm. Once you hit the straight line, speed up and take off. Once you take off, no one can stop you as you are flying. But be careful while landing, as it is very, very important to be grounded. You know, yes, end of the day, you have reached your destination. That is what you are expecting. As an alumni of DSU, it's important for us to get into more and more managerial, leadership, and executive roles so that we can raise the flag of name and fame of the university, and we all can grow together. Thank you all. Once again, I wish you very happy experience of learning with DSU. Over to you, Dr. Salanke. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiva. Now I'd like to call Anusha Prabhu to share her experience.
Hey everyone, hope I'm not late. I think this is like after long, weekends of being in class. I think I'm enjoying my Saturdays and Sundays. So that's something I thought of highlighting. First of all, thanks everyone for giving me this opportunity to come over here and show some gratitude towards the organization and everything I've learned from here. I've not prepared anything because I thought of just keeping it informal, and everyone like us, like even I had a similar situation back then in 2021 and when I had come here, and everyone has a motto. Some of you all might be, this is a need for you to get promoted, or maybe you would want to have a shoot up in the career and something in your resume and so on. I had come with a similar intention. I was promoted from from a pure technical to a technical plus managerial role, and I had a situation where I had to share my room with few of the people whose experience is more than that of my age. And being in a competitive world, it is really important, irrespective of what experience people hold, it is necessary to position yourself and showcase your abilities. And that is when I had to think about this MBA program, and I chose Dayanand Sagar University for that. The main reason why I chose this is because of the hybrid model we have, where I can go to the college, talk to the lecturers, and get my whatever the doubts I have, I can get it cleared out. Sometimes if I'm not able to go to college, still I have a source through which I can learn. And of course, I had done a lot of research before joining this institution. Why? Because I have some institutions where I did talk to, and they told that if you're not joining a class, you have some video which will be recorded and you can see that video only once. And once you see that video, you're done. That is not how we learn, right? Like you see a video for 5 minutes, like 45 minutes, and how much is that you can grab from that? I needed some flexibility. And when I spoke to some of the people who have gone through this program, they told that you can rewind the video 101 times and see the same lecturer face if you want, or you can look into the content you want. And that is what made me, okay, this is something I need. And that is why I chose joining DSU. And trust me, there's so much I learned. Please don't come here thinking that you need grades, because those were the days when you wanted grades and you had to come to the college, score 90+%. And now, of course, everyone is salaried. We all have money. We all earn monthly, and this is not something we need. And we are here to learn. Make the best out of it. You have people who have a lot of industrial experiences. Talk to them, talk about the challenges you face, and make it a more real-time experience than sticking on to the academics. Of course, grades are important, because if you score less, it'll look bad on you. If you're in a good position in an organization and you say you fail, it looks bad, but that doesn't mean that your sole motive should only be the grades. We have been taught about the case studies. There are so many things you can learn from the lecturers, and I've never seen anybody holding a book and telling you A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It has always been a very interactive class where they show you, they talk about the case studies, and they ask you, if you position yourself in that place, what is that you use? What is the logic you would like to put in to get through that, right? So these are some things which is really important for you to learn. And after having this 17 months of course, every time I face some challenges, there is something in back of my mind, something which I'm ready with, because of many things which I learned from many lecturers. And it's so good to see Ramesh sir here. I don't know if he remembers me, but I have yeah, so I have had a great time in his class, so interactive classes, and I really miss them. Yeah, so thanks everyone, make the best out of it, and I hope you all will come out with flying colors, and everything you need is here, and I can guarantee you that you are in a good place. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anusha. Now I'd like to call the Deputy Director, Dr. Abhijit, to introduce himself. Abhijit, sir?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I'm sorry, my video is not working. I'm Dr. Abhijit Chakrabarti. About myself, I have 15 years of working experience in corporates. I did my PhD from NIT Silchar, and now I'm working in this Executive MBA Program as a Deputy Director. I welcome you all to this fabulous program, and I assure you that it will be a life-changing experience for all of you. Our respected Dean sir has elaborated everything about the program. Dean sir also has shared his inputs. I just request you all to be sincere enough to have a objective to take as much as possible from this program and enrich yourself, so that you can put up yourself in the career that is coming forward for you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Assistant Director, Mr. Arvind, to share on the program. Over to you, Arvind, sir. Arvind, sir.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the program. This is Arvind, NV. I take care of operations for this program. Hope you all have received the student handbook in our email communication. I would request all of you to please refer to the document for the weekly class schedule. And also there are more important information regarding the program structure and the regulations. So as you all know that, we have discussed during our counseling sessions that it is a 17-month program. Classes are scheduled on alternative Saturdays and Sundays. And the program focuses on developing your managerial skills and competencies. So we have three intakes in a year, that is February, June, and October. And students will have the access to our university management system. So we'll have a 5 minutes break and we will, rejoin the program.
We'll be taking a 5 minutes break, then we'll continue.
No, you give a break, not for 15 minutes. So, calls, nonsense. Give a break. 15 minutes break, I think.
We'll break for 15 minutes, then we'll join back. Thank
Dr. Salanke, we're good to go.
Thank you, sir. Welcome back. Now I'd like to call the Assistant Director, Mr. Arvind, to share the program overview. Over to you, Arvind, sir.
Arvind, are you there?
Yes, sir. So good morning and welcome to the program again. I was just discussing about the student handbook, forwarded by the Dean. I would request all of you to refer to the, program regulations and the other details and the class schedule, the course program structure. All these details are available in the student handbook. A copy will be also made available on the WhatsApp group after the session. As we have discussed earlier, in our counseling sessions, that it is a 17-month program. Classes are scheduled on alternative Saturdays and Sundays, and the program focuses on developing your competencies and skills. So we have 3 intakes in a year: February, June, and October. And students will get an access to our university management system through our ERP. You will be able to access our recorded sessions, the PPTs, reading materials, and case studies. And classes will be live streamed through our, Huzur Road campus. And the link, the Zoom link is already forwarded with the student document. The other important thing is that the examination is conducted on campus, so there is no facility for online examinations. All students are requested to be in campus for the trimester end examinations. So at the end of 3rd semester, students have an option to choose the specialization. Faculty and the professors and will help you to choose your specialization. There will be a session for you to discuss about your experience and your choice of specialization. Students have an option to choose the dual specialization. So these are the list of specializations that are available. There are total 11 specializations, including the new age specializations like information technology management, business analytics, and product management. And we also have specialization on entrepreneurship and innovation management and global business.
So Arvind, 1 minute. So folk, you can post your questions in the Q&A if you have any questions, and we'll be happy to answer them. Yeah.
And so please please note the abbreviations, the subject codes that are mentioned here. Each subject, the trimester 1, 2, and 3, each course would carry 3 credits, and each trimester you will be earning around 12 credits. The total program will you'll be completing around 54 credits. So these are the subject codes which are very important, during your examination. All these subjects, you will need to refer the subject code during your trimester and examinations. The capstone project would carry 4 credits. This is your trimester 4 specialization. During the specialization, the project there will be a project allotment. The student is expected to carry out a project during your trimester 4 under a designated faculty. A research study or a company issue will be studied, and the university will forward the guidelines. The project structure and the guidelines and the project allotment will be done from the department, and student will have to work for 12 weeks and submit their projects, and these projects will be subjected for the plagiarism check. So this is the passing requirements. Each student has to get 40 marks in each of these courses. There will be an assignment component. There will be 2 assignments for 60 marks. The first assignment would include your case study and essay answers. Then second assignment usually will be on presentation and short projects.
So the term and examination will be conducted on 100 marks, and that will be converted into 40. So the passing requirement would be 40 from assignments and term and examinations. So you are suggested to appear for both the assignments. You are requested to submit both the assignments on the university management system, that is on ERP. So every student is expected to appear trimester end exam, submit the assignments during the trimester end examinations, and you will be only eligible after submitting your trimester end assignments. For the trimester, you will be eligible for trimester end exams only after submitting your assignments. In case of if any student is unable to take your trimester end exam, you have an option to appear the examination in your makeup examination schedule. So this is the grading metrics for the assignment submissions. So there are deadlines that are set on the ERP module. If a student submits with a delay of 10 days, with a delay of 7 days, he's going to lose 10% of his total marks. So if a student submits more than 15 days with a delay, he's going to lose 30% marks from the total assignment marks. So all students are requested to submit the assignments on time. The deadline dates and everything will be updated on our ERP portal. Students who successfully complete the program requirements will be awarded the degree at the ensuing convocation from the university. The student program validity will expire after 36 months. However, you have a validity extension with the payment of nominal fees for an extension of 1 more year. So this is a fee schedule that is shared with all the students. I would request to note the payment schedule, the dates. The request is that if the students were enrolled through JARO, are requested to make the payment on JARO link, and students who are enrolled through Star Global and DSU directly are requested to pay on our IndusInd Bank account. This fee schedule is already made available on the university website. All of you, please request to record the dates and make the payments accordingly. So these are all applicable fees that we want to be very clear with the term repeating fees. All students are expected to complete the program within 16 months for any official reasons. And if a student cannot continue with the program, or if he wants to repeat the term, fees of INR 43,000 will be applicable. And students are expected to appear for the trimester end exams. If anybody is applying for a makeup examination, students are requested to pay 1,250 per paper. And you also have an option to apply for a dual specialization with the payment of 50,000 rupees. So please note the important contact details and for any assistance or any help that you might require, please contact our officers, the following numbers. The ERP link will be reaching you by next Friday. You will have to reset your password. Malti madam will be able to help you out in setting your password, and we will initiate an email by Monday. You will receive an email for accessing the ERP portal. For any ERP related issues, please contact Mrs. Padmini PT. The contact number is available here. For the IT related issues, please contact our virtual classroom expert, Mr. Mohammad Imtiaz, on the given number. His ID, email ID, and his contact number is available here. For any other academic related issues, please contact Dr. Abhijit, the Deputy Director, and my number is also available here. So in addition to these courses, you are encouraged to take a self-learning. You may like to access the portals like Coursera, DataIQ, NASCOM, UiPath, and Cengage databases. So this is the link that I was referring to. So you will receive a detailed instructions on resetting the password and accessing the ERP portal. All these assignments has to be uploaded on ERP on time, and the recorded sessions will be made available on our ERP portal the course outlines, the reading material, case study, all this will be available on the respective courses by Monday. If you have any questions, please post, or you are welcome to ask questions and queries. We will be able to answer your queries.
Thanks, Arvind, for that very, very clear and representation of the program. There are some questions which I will answer. I have answered, but just for the benefit. So Mohammad Tawheed Munir asks, is there any specialization on data analytics or any subject more precisely? Yes, we have a business analytics specialization, which you are welcome to take. It has got several aspects of analytics. Manju Pawar says, what are the examination dates? These have been mentioned in the student handbook, Manju Pawar. If you had gone through it carefully, you would have seen the examination dates, which are tentative dates. But in all likelihood, we will stay connected with those dates. In case we are not in the city, is there any possibility to write exams from any other location? Answer is absolutely no. Examination will be on campus. You will have to travel to the campus and take examinations. There are no online or remote examinations in our system. For dual specialization, Arvind, you can mute, please. For dual specialization, what and how two cohorts can be chosen? Yeah, you can sort of choose whatever you want to choose. We'll give you a comprehensive insight in semester 3 or trimester 3, and we'll also have subject matter experts. You can talk to them, you can talk to our professors, you can even do it before that if you like. You can choose any two you want to do in a serial manner. You can't do them simultaneously. So you finish one, get your degree, and then you enroll for the other one, and you can do it paying 50,000 rupees as the dual specialization fee. Exams will be on a weekday or weekends. Exams will all be on a Saturday and Sunday. Can you share this presentation? Yeah, absolutely. We will share the presentation to you at the earliest. So Soumya says, would like to see the specialization syllabus. Yeah, Soumya, anytime you can come, and it's very early days. The first 3 trimesters are general management courses. So concentrate on them. Anytime you want to see the syllabus, please feel free, write to us. We'll be happy to send it across to you. You can also have a look at the program structure and how it sort of devolves into several specializations and so on and so forth. No sweat in that area. You can get access to any information you want. ERP LMS access will be given to you very soon. Okay. So Anusha asks, is Capstone project an individual contribution or is it a group project? It is definitively a individual effort. You're going to have to do the Capstone project by yourself. We have a very strict policy. Many assignments are group. You can work in groups. We have very strict and stringent policy against cheating, copying, and plagiarism. You can't pass off somebody else's work as your own. I want you to all to be cognizant of that. Your work should be your own work. And we have zero tolerance towards cheating and trying to pass off somebody else's work as your own work. It's not going to work. There will be a plagiarism check on your Capstone project, and the Capstone project will stand to be rejected if we find it has been copied from some other source without proper reference. Somebody else's work has been sort of used without, again, references and permissions and so on and so forth. You will understand. We will explain to you how it works. Even for your individual assignments, you are expected to do work yourself and not copy. Yeah. So yeah, just hold on. I don't see any other. Okay, open. Yeah, here it is. Next classes will be held on campus. Yes, on July 1st. Is it a pen paper based examination? Absolutely right. It is a pen and paper based examination. You can ask for a question paper and have a look at it. What all materials will be there available in the ERP portal? There will be a course syllabus. Have a look at it. Please understand the course syllabus thoroughly. Ensure that you are being taught what is there in the course syllabus. Go and buy yourself a nice textbook and use the textbook. And you'll also have PPTs, you'll have assignments, you'll have readings, and you'll have a lot of stuff which is there. Yeah. Okay, Charan Raj. Do we have break after every trimester? Yes, you will have a break. Vadiraj, in a day, how many subject exams do we have? You'll have one. Raju, I am from Quality. Could you please explain how the course will help in accelerating my career? You can take operations management or you can take project management. You can make a choice. If you still have doubts, I can put you across to professors in those areas, Raju, should you choose to enroll for the program, and we can sort of get you to the subject matter expert. As far as I'm concerned, I think if you do some of these operations management, project management, and so on and so forth, or you can just go off on a exploratory tour and do something like analytics, or you can do marketing, and so on and so forth, and opt for new careers. So everything is in the realms of possibility. What if someone have on-site business travel during exams? There is something called as a makeup exam. 2 months after your main exam, there is a makeup exam. You can take the makeup exam, and then you can pass that and then be ready for the next cycle of things. So no problems. So you have main exams, then you have makeup exams, then you have main exams, then you have makeup exam, then you have main exam. So this is a cycle, and it's pretty uncomplicated. I don't know, Kiran, who stopped you at the gate? If you are stopped at the gate, please come and meet me and tell me who stopped you. Yeah, I'll deal with it. What is the timeline to submit assignments? That will be on the ERP. Please follow the timelines, otherwise you will lose marks. What are few unique values from this Executive MBA compared to other MBA programs? So I told you during my talk, we have great faculty, we have great curriculum, we have a pedagogy which is fantastic. We have case studies which come from the best people in the world. We have readings, we know what we are doing. And those are the unique features of this program, Sandeep Rao. And that's why we are the most successful Executive MBA program, I think, in much of south of the Vindhyas. I don't think anybody is as big as us. Will we get a recorded version? Yeah, definitely. You can get a recorded version. Meghna. Okay. Neeladri Roy is asking, how much time will we get? 1 minute, I lost it. How much time will we get? To complete the capstone project? 4 months, Neeladri Roy. Do business analytics require software coding experience or basic knowledge? I think some amount of knowledge is required. Yes, you can start working on it. You can talk to the professor and get yourself prepared. So this program is not placement oriented, Arthika. You can join my full-time MBA program, and I guarantee that I will place you in a company of your choice, Arthika, not for the Executive MBA program. This is a program for working professionals. Can we get printed syllabus textbooks before starting the classes? You can get a e-copy of the syllabus, Shivraj. Please go and buy yourself the textbooks that you want. I recommend that you go to a good bookshop, and you will have the textbook available. Access all 4 textbooks, and there are also reference books. You can buy those as well. How will I get to know what are the courses I have opted for all the semesters? I think Khalil, just visit the website. You can sort of get to know all the courses which are there. Whether you are allocating a personal guide for a student? No, Kiran, we do not allocate personal guides for students. This is a program for working professionals. How many days recordings will be available in the portal? 4 working days after the class, Prashant Aras. Tawheed, I'm a data analyst. Can you suggest me a specialization to go with? Early days, Tawheed. Let's finish the general management, right? Explore the journey. You're looking at the end even before starting. So, which is a very sad way to lead life. You can come down here anytime and we will get you attached to business analytics professors. You can talk to them and then you can make your choice. But I suggest strongly that all of you start off your journey, learn general management. There is going to be HR, there's going to be OT, there's going to be marketing, there's going to be finance, which is going to test many of you, because if you're not from the finance background, there's going to be economics, there's going to be business research methods, there's going to be operations management, there's going to be law. Learn all that, and then we'll come to the specialization. Yeah, we don't put the specialization first and the courses after that. Is there any particular author's books that we want to refer for all the subjects? Yeah, you please ask for the Bhavna. You can ask for the syllabus, and the syllabus will have the textbook, preferred textbook as well as reference textbooks. You can access them. Will we have any counseling session before choosing major? Yes, you will have a counseling session before choosing. Yes, you can definitively get that counseling session. Where you can sort of talk to our professors and decide what you want to do. I don't see any questions, Imtiaz. You want to use the library? Yeah, library is open on the weekdays. Please make it convenient to come and visit the library. Bhavna. So just to let you know, a little tongue in cheek, every orientation I get this question about library. So far across the 1,500 students who have enrolled for this program, not a single one has come to the library. And if you want to be the first one, I am really happy to introduce you to the librarian. Okay, there are 3 more questions. We can give you a bona fide letter, Sahil Joseph. We don't give specific plastic cards, ID cards. You will have a USN number. After that, I can give you a bona fide letter. Will this hold the same value as a regular MBA? Prajwal Suvarna, I don't know really. That you will have to ask the industry. Go and ask industry carry out a dipstick survey in the industry, and they will probably be able to answer that question. If you want to join my full-time MBA, please come along. And I will interview you, we'll conduct a test, and we'll see if we can get you into the full-time MBA program. Can we borrow textbooks from library? Yes, you can. You will have to become a member, pay a deposit, and you can definitely come in. Will we be having practicals related subjects? What is practical related subjects? I don't know. I mean, if you're asking me, do you deal with test tubes and you deal with chemicals, or you're going to work on a lathe machine and so on and so forth? The answer is no. This is a humanities-based program, and in that sense, we have practicals, and most of these practicals happen in the head. The head is the laboratory for this program, and that is a laboratory. Yeah. Can we get PPT, which Arvind sir has explained? Absolutely, yes. You will get the PPT. Okay.
Hello, sir. This is Professor Namshan. Late because of the technical glitch, and I've
Go
been
ahead,
trying to.
Sir.
Okay. Hello. So this is Professor Arindam Sen. I think sorry for joining a little late. I'll be your faculty in the supply chain space and operation management. To tell my background precisely, by academically, I'm an engineer, MBA and PhD. And I'm part of industry for quite a long time. And I am, currently in a senior position of a reputable consulting and IT services company in India. And I serve companies all over the world. So I have hands-on experience and have a leadership level experience in carrying out supply chain consulting project, the digital transformation project, productivity improvement project, operational improvement project. And I also guide my customers and my colleagues in the company to bring strategic aspect to bring any kind of transformation in the supply chain and digitalization side. So I've been teaching this in this program for quite a long time right now. So I'm also excited this time to share my knowledge with students so that the industry get benefited and the students get benefited, and also we can have a good standard of the university. So that's brief about me. I'm based out of Bangalore and kind of trying to have my foot both in industry and academics.
Thank you. Thank you. So Lokesh, you're asking, do we need any group, any individual projects apart from capstone? There will be group assignments, definitively. So that is there. Is there any examination fee to be paid before the trimester? Examination fee is included in your fee. However, if you take the makeup examination, there will be an examination fee. If you don't take the regular exam but take the makeup exam, there will be a examination fee. Metro passes, please figure it out, Bablu Paul. I can give you a bona fide letter that you're a student of the Executive MBA program. Then you figure it out about metro passes and so on and so forth. At the end of the program, does the Executive MBA is considered as a full-time MBA or a part-time MBA? We are an Executive MBA, Anusha. Do we get sample question papers for each subject? Yes, answer is yes. How much use it is to you, I don't know, but you will get. We can make it available to you. Is the understanding of case study good enough to clear exam? I don't understand this question. So you can, whenever you meet me, you can ask me what exactly is in your mind. Obviously, to clear exams, you must have a good understanding of many things, not only the case study. Could you please explain more about capstone? So capstone project is 6 credits. It's the largest component. You are expected to work. It's a research-based project. You will have to use your business research methods, which you will learn in the 3rd trimester, in solving a live problem from your company. Take a problem in your company, work on it, and then offer a solution in a structured manner. And this, you will have a viva voce, and you will have to present a project report, which is again structured in a framework. And this cannot be copied from here and there because it will be subjected to a plagiarism check. So that is about the capstone project. It occurs in the trimester 4. Okay. So we looks as if we're done. So folk, it was wonderful meeting all of you. And I look forward to sort of meeting you next week. Either on campus or online, whatever you choose. And I want to make 2 things categorically clear. One, all examinations will happen on campus. 2, if you choose to stay in the program after July 1st, you will lose your first installment. So I suggest you make up your mind. You still have a week's time. Yeah, you have gone through a very intensive orientation program. You know about us. And if you want to continue beyond July 1st, you're there. Otherwise, please feel free to sort of, say that I don't want to do this program. That is point number 2. Point number 3, this is a program which runs in a linear fashion. If you miss a trimester, there is no problem. We have got extension of 36 months. But if you want to return and join a trimester that you missed. So for example, if you missed 4 months and want to come back to trimester 2, there is a trimester repetition fee, which you will have to pay. Please be very clear about that. If you don't want to come back to the trimester, you can just continue, listen to recorded lectures and so on and so forth and move on. There's a trimester repetition fee. If you want to come back to the trimester that you missed. Also, if you take makeup exams, there is a makeup examination fee. Class recordings will be available, will be shared on the on the ERP 4 days after the class, 4 working days after the class. So please be, so if, for example, if you take a class on a Saturday, you can expect it to turn up next Friday, the recording. And that's pretty much. And you can sort of, please understand that this is a fast-paced, intense program. So stay focused, be attentive, and learn all that you get. And the assignments are going to sort of, in a sense, test you. So please sort of pay attention as soon as the assignment turns up. There is a time deadline for each assignment. So keep within that deadline and answer your assignments. Okay. Our finest faculty, we got possibility of extra weekend classes. Bablu Paul, I will be happy to arrange for it if you can sort of pay my faculty extra. You want extra classes, it'll be extra money. No, I'm just joking. There are no extra classes as such. Sometimes we arrange extra classes if the faculty thinks that he or she needs to sort of address any specific requirements. Otherwise, we stay with the program structure because it affects everybody in the group. Okay. Thank you, Soumya. I hope you enjoyed the orientation program. So we are good to go. Yeah, there are no more questions. Okay, folk, see you around. Dr. Salanke, thank you so much for comparing this program and staying with us. Arvind, Malti, Imtiaz, Padmini, thank you. All the faculty who are here, thank you so much for attending and patiently hearing out the entire program. I'm sure you're all excited, as I am, to take on June 2023 Executive MBA. And I just also want to tell you that we have officially crossed the 1,500 mark, which is remarkable in 5 years. It's been a great journey. Many of you have been with us for 5 years. So congratulations to you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.